Okay, alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen wa salatu wa salam ala sharafil anbiya'i wal mursaleen wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Allahumma infa'ni bima 'allamtani wa 'allimni ma yanfa'uni wa zidni ilman. Subhanaka la ilma lana illa ma 'allamtana innaka antal alimul hakim. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wa ahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So welcome back all of you to the session number 3 of this fast track Quranic Arabic course. So in the first 2 sessions we quickly revived the parts of speech, right, the status, Rafa Nasb Jar, and then yesterday a very important aspect of the Muslimun table. So I hope by now everybody has memorized this table, otherwise it is going to haunt you for the next 18 days or 17 days, because as I told you, I cannot stress enough, this is so important Muslimun table, that if you are thinking, okay, I know it, I don't need to memorize, I understand it, don't take it casually. Sometimes things are said based on the experience, and from the experience I'm telling you, that's the first step you need to do, you need to memorize. And in yesterday we had the detailed analysis of the table, that the table has got 3 columns, 3 rows. The first column is singular. What does that mean? That any word that matches Muslimun, Musliman, Muslimin, the ending of it, especially the ending of it, any word that matches the ending of it, you should be able to tell all the properties. What are the properties? Well, it's a singular word, it's a masculine word, it's a Rafa Nasb Jar, Dhamma Rafa, Fatha Nasb, Kasra Jar. So those are the basic templates that you have to import it for the other words. That's the reason you have to memorize that table and understand those words, where they are located and what are their properties. Unless you do that, no way you can understand Quranic grammar, Arabic. It's the basic. And this is ism. Ism is supposed to be easier than verb. We have not even touched the verb. So this is ism. So if you take it lightly and casually, okay, I'll see it later, inshallah, I will memorize it, I understand it. That's not going to work. It's not going to work. It's going to pile up. Things will pile up one after the other, and you will be buried into it. It will have the same result that it will have, that might have resulted from whatever you tried previously. This is the basics of it. When somebody, especially the teacher tells you something, it's really important. It's based on the experience. So the first column is singular, and it has 3 statuses: Rafa, Nasb, Jar, Un Rafa, An Nasb, In Jar. Second column is dual. How do you know it? Because the ending of that second column is ani, aini based. Any word that ends like ani, aini, mostly it is a dual word. It's a pair word. It indicates that its number is 2. And then finally the last column was plural. How do you know it? Because the ending is una, ina. Any ism ending in una, ina is plural. So that's a singular, dual, plural. Okay, what about the row wise? Row wise, the first row is Rafa, which means anytime you encounter a word ending in un or ani or una, it means it is the doer. Whatever act is being done is being done by that word which is un or ani or una. Okay, what's the difference? The difference is if it is un, it's a singular entity that is doing the job, that is doing the action. If it is ani, 2 of them are doing the job, 2 of them are doing the action. And if it is una, it is more than 2. So that's Muslimuna. Now mind you, one thing that I just wanted to make clear, Muslimuna is all male. But in general speaking, it could also include female. So it could be purely all male or it could be female. Just like we speak in any other language. Like we say, Aadmi ne kafi tarakki kar li hai. Does that mean aurat ne nahi ki hai? No, it doesn't mean that. That's a general term we use for human beings. Aadmi ne tarakki ki li means everybody has evolved and progressed. Same thing. When you say Muslimuna, una, it could be all males or it could be a mixture of male or female. Okay, but when I tell you a exclusively female word, then there is no male into it. That's the primary rule. Male might include female also, but when I say female, no male. Not a single male in that. Okay, so we'll study the female if possible. Today we'll study the female table, but that's the column. Row wise it's rafa. First row is rafa. Muslimun, Muslimani, Muslimuna. Second row Musliman, Muslimaini and Muslimina. This is all nasb. In singular it is very clear. It's the fatha tanween, Musliman. But in dual it could be aini. Aini could be nasb, could be jar, because the same word is used for nasb and jar. Same thing in plural. Ina could be nasb, could be jar. Again, you go to the last row, last horizontal row, it is Muslimin, that is jar, which means this word is going to come after of. Or it could be Muslimaini, which is dual jar, or Muslimina, which is plural jar. That's the table. The last thing about the table, the ending sound and ending combination. Anything that ends in un, an, in, we say this belongs to ending sound. Anything that ends in ani, aini, una, ina, we categorize it as ending combination or ending combo. Why did we do that? So that we follow the rule every time a word is given to us and we are deciding the status of it. First check, does the word have an ending combination? You should check combination first, not ending sound. If it has an ending combination, which means ani, aini, una, ina, then you should decide based on that, the status. Ani rafa, aini nasparjar, una rafa, ina nasparjar. But if it doesn't have ending combination, okay, then go with the basic dhamma rafa, fatha kasra and fatha nasb and kasra jar. So first combination, then ending sound. So this is the BODMAS of Arabic grammar. That was all about the Muslimun table. Today, inshallah, after studying these 2 sessions, now we are in a position we can do little bit of exercise, try to apply it on the Quran. Okay, I have not started the slides yet. Any questions? You are free to ask now till I start the slide and share it with you. I'm a little bit worried because I'm not getting any questions from you either during the session or beginning of the session or end of the session. So either this means everything is understood, which is a less probability, or it means I'm scared, I'm afraid, I did not understand anything, or I have not reviewed the notes. That's what it means based on my 10 years of teaching experience. That's what it means, and that's not a good sign. Usually I enjoy the class which has a lot of questions in it, because that shows the student is reviving the notes. Remember one golden rule, it is not possible to have no question when you review the notes. Not possible. It's not possible. You will have some question. That is the first sign. That's the first sign that the student is reviewing the notes. When this class is very calm and quiet, either they are inside the blanket just looking at the laptop or mobile, just casually completing course, or they are just like, okay, let it complete. I will go through these motions of 20 days and then psychologically I will be like, okay, I have completed the basic course. That's the reason. Otherwise, desperate students who are really want to make the most of this, they will revive the notes and have lots of questions for the teacher in the group on live session. They will have questions. So this is not a good sign. Anyway, it's I think if you are reviving the notes and not having question, that's a rare commodity, but okay, I'll take it. Let me start the slide. Okay, let me share it. Okay, the slides are shared. Everybody can see it. What do you see on the screen? Session 3. Yes, Mass 04. Okay, good. Now, I told you basics, Rafa, Nasb, Jar. We are going to have a quick practice on our favorite surahs. I don't know why they are favorite, but this is what we recite in our salah every day. Five times salah. These are the surahs we would like to recite. So on that favorite surah, we will practice Rafa, Nasb, Jar. Again, Rafa, Nasb, Jar. Dhamma, Rafa, Fatha, Nasb, Kasra, Jar. That is in singular. Dual, Ani, Rafa, Aini, Naspar, Jar. Plural, Una, Rafa, Ina, Naspar, Jar. Okay? With that, let's take a look at this. Now, I can't see it because, I don't know if I start here. Can I? I need to do it later anyway. So, look at this. That's the first surah we are usually made to memorize by our ustad when we were young. or kids, okay, Alam tara kayfa fa'ala rabbuka bi ashabil fil. So I can't see anybody's name, but I will randomly ask, can somebody tell me the status of the word al-fili, the last word in the first ayah, status of the word al-fili, quickly.
Jar.
Very good, very good. It is jar because there is a kasra. Can you tell me the gender of this word?
Masculine.
Masculine, yes. Why? Because there is no sign of feminine. We have not studied it, so all the words are masculine. All the words are masculine. Good. Okay. Can you tell me the number on this word?
Singular.
Singular. Now those of you are wondering how did they know? Okay. Al-fili, I don't see ani, aini, which means it is not dual. I don't see una, ina. That's it. It's not plural. If a word is not dual, not plural, it has to be singular. Because every ism will have a number on it. Either single, dual, plural. So if it is no ani, aini, no una, ina, straight away close your eyes and say this is singular. Al-fili is singular. It is jar and it is masculine. See, so much information. Still there is some more, but we will see it later. At least 3 information from the word al-fili, even though we don't know the meaning of that word. I'm assuming. I know most of us we know al-fil means elephant, but even if you take any word, you will be able to tell this information without knowing the meaning. That's the beauty of grammar. I don't need to know the meaning. Meaning जानने के बाद तो कोई भी बता सकता है. अगर मैं बोलूँगा इसका मतलब है एक हाथी, ओके, हाथी मेल एक है, ओके, और वो कसरा है तो jar है. Anybody can tell. But telling the properties of the word without knowing the meaning, aha, now you are telling your brain to use the grammatical skills. Use the grammatical skills and tell me the number on this. Okay. Now some different student, whoever answered now, I don't know who answered it, but I want a different one to answer. The word, you go to alayhim tayran ababil tarmihim bihijaratim min sijil fajalahum ka'asfim makulin. Okay, let's go to another surah. Iza jaa nasrul. Okay, somebody answer. Other student, al-fathu. What's the status? Al-fathu, the first ayah of the second surah. Al-fathu. Rafa, mashallah, very good. What's the number?
Singular.
Yes, no ani, aini, no una, ina, it is singular. Yes, very good. And the gender is masculine. Okay, some different word. Do we have it in this? No. Okay, the last, second last, no, let me open this surah. Okay. Ilahi. Somebody, ilahi, the third ayah, first word. Ilahin nas, ilahi. What's the status? Jar. Ilahi, jar. Ilahi, jar. Okay. And the last word in the first line in the third surah, al-waswasi. What's the number?
Jar.
Number is, listen to the question. Singular. And it is jar. Yes. And the last line, middle part somewhere, fi suduri. Status? Jar. Suduri is jar. Yes, suduri is jar. Okay. Minal jinnati. Most of them are jar here. Okay, good. Fine. Do I find Rafa there? There was no Rafa word. Alam tara kayfa Rabbu. Okay, in the first line of the first surah, Alam tara kayfa fa'ala Rabbu. What's the status of Rabbu? These are two words, Rabbuka. Rafa. Rabbu is Rafa. Rabbu is Rafa, Rabbu is masculine, and Rabbu is singular. Because no ani, aini, no una. Okay, good. You got the idea. You can use this logic to any surah in the Quran. Whatever we just did now with our favorite surahs, we can do with Surah Baqarah also. Every time you read, stop there. Okay, what's the number? What's the status? What's the gender? Go ahead. Check it. Check, cross-verify in the translation. Most of the time, you will be correct. Okay? Still, we have something to learn, some things we are assuming. But still, to get started, this is good enough. Now, I want you to do an exercise where you look in English, but think in Arabic. Look in English. Oh, sorry, this I think this slide is swapped. So first is Arabic itself, then we will do the English Arabic. Okay, take a look at this. Okay, Nasara Hamidan Khalidun. We don't understand anything. Why? Because this is Arabic. I don't know what it's saying. But can we at least tell that some
Khalidun.
Why?
Khalidun.
Why?
Because it is Rafa and Rafa is doer.
Right. So if you see, there are three words: Nasara, Hamidan, Khalidun. Even if you understand little bit, assume you don't know anything. Okay, I don't know anything. But there is some action happening here. Who is doing it? Just look at the word which is in the Rafa state. Khalidun. The word Khalid is ending with Dhamma Tanween. And I told you Dhamma Tanween means doer. This Khalidun matches with Muslimun. Not the word, the ending of it. As I told you, the grammar is all the ending. All the grammar is the ending part. So we don't need to worry, oh, how is this matching with Muslimun? Well, don't worry. Muslim part is the vocabulary. Khalid part is the vocabulary. What matches is the ending. Muslimun, Khalidun. Okay, Muslimun was Rafa because it was in the first row. Okay, so this is also Rafa. So Muslimun means doer. Yes, Khalidun is doer. Muslimun is singular. Khalidun is singular. Muslimun is masculine. Khalidun is also masculine. That's what the Muslimun table will come to your rescue. Every time you have a word, go back. Every time you have a new word, go back to Muslimun table. Try to match the ending and you will get the status, the number, the gender and a lot more which you're going to study in future. Lot more things from that word. Okay? Now, I'm going to make a slight modification. Very slight. Very minute modification. Same action is happening. Now who is doing it?
Hamidun.
Okay, I want other students also to answer. I'm only hearing two frequencies. I'm hearing only two unique frequencies. Everybody need to answer. Don't worry, I cannot see your name or face. So no question of embarrassment. Anyway, you should not be embarrassed to learn the word of Allah. This action is happening and who is doing it? Hamid.
Hamidun.
If you look at the words are not changed. The order is not changed. It's the same order, same words. What is changed is just the little ending. Hamidan is made Hamidun. Khalidun is changed to Khalidan. And the word order is same. The number of words is same. The words are same. But the meaning completely changed. Now Khalid is not the one who is doing the action. It's the Hamid. That is the beauty and the power of Arabic language, that without changing the word order, you can change the meaning. This is not possible in English. This is not possible in languages like English. If in English, if I say, Khalid helped Hamid, okay, can you say the same thing, Hamid helped Khalid, without changing the word order? You cannot. You cannot say in English, because in English, the positions of the words are fixed. The doer has to come before the verb. The detail has to come after the verb. That's the English design. That's not a deficiency. That's how English is designed. But Arabic says, no, doesn't matter how you write it. My roles are carried with the word. Doesn't matter where you write it. Even if I write this second sentence as Nasara Khalidan Hamidun, still it will mean Hamid is the doer. Or if I write the Hamid word in the first place, Hamidun Nasara Khalidan, still Hamid is the doer. You see that? The word order doesn't matter in Arabic. In English it does matter. That's why English is, those of you who are from the IT background, they understand what I'm saying. English is hard coded. When you programmed it, you hard coded the variables into it. Now you cannot change it. Arabic is variable based. There is X and Y. You can replace X and Y with whatever values you want, and it will get accustomed to it. So it is variable based, not hard coded. English is hard coded, right? So that's why word order doesn't matter. It's the status of the word that is carried with the word. Okay? So that's how the meaning changes, by changing the ending of it. All you need to do is change the ending of it. The meaning completely changes. Okay, now look at this. Nasara Allahu al-mu'minina. Nasara Allahu al-mu'minina. Again, something is happening here. Who is doing it?
Allah.
Allah is doing it. How did we know it? Because the word Allah has a Dhamma on it. Dhamma means doer. Any ism that has a Dhamma, it means he is doing the action. No other word has a Rafa state. Nasara, of course, it's a verb. Forget. Al-Mu'minina is not una or ani or un. So it is not Rafa. Only one word Rafa, the word Allah. So whatever is happening here is being done by Allah. Okay. Nasara means to help. It is related to helping. Nasr, जो बोलते हैं Nasr, इज़ा जाअ नस्रुल्लाहि, when the help of Allah comes. Okay? So Nasr means help, which means, and we said that whatever is happening here is being done by Allah. So Allah is the doer. The sentence is related to helping, which means, and it's a past tense. Nasara is a past tense. So the translation becomes Allah helped. The first two words, they translate as Allah helped. Okay. Now just think logically. If I say Allah helped and then there is some more word following it, what role that word will be playing logically? What information will it be providing? Allah helped and then blah blah. Huh? I'm not able to hear clearly.
Receiver of the action.
Not the receiver of the action, because it will not fit in all the sentences, but general term, when I say Allah helped, whatever comes after it will be providing what type of information? The detail. Isn't it?
Details of the action.
Yeah, details of the action. Allah helped, okay. Allah helped whom? Okay, Allah helped XYZ. Allah helped through His power. Whatever it is, it's going to be detail after this. Nothing else can come after this. A doer cannot come after this. A jar cannot come after this. The only thing that can come after this logically is whatever word it comes, that is going to be detail. That is going to be detail. And when we say something is detail, what status does it have? Rafa, nasb or jar?
Nasb.
Nasb. Nasb means detail. Rafa means doer. Jar means after off. So whatever word is going to come after Nasarallahu, it will be detail, which means Al-Mu'minina is detail. Which means what's the status of Al-Mu'minina? Nasb. Now, why am I stressing this? Because the ending of ina can be nasb, can be jar. Because in the Muslimun table, it matches with Muslimina, Muslimina, the last two words. So Muslimina could be nasb, it could be jar. So I told you we will learn how to classify it. But here we know that logically, Muslimina cannot be jar. Why? Because it is coming after Allah helped. So this has to provide me details. It cannot be after off. It cannot be milkiyat. So this is how we solve the problem of a word having same ending but different status. So the status here is nasb, not jar. If I give you the word al-mu'minina by itself, no nasarallahu in the beginning, just I give you al-mu'minina and I ask you, give me the status of it, what will be your answer? Exactly. Very good. Now you cannot say nasb. You have to say nasb or jar. That's the correct answer, because I don't know. It could be used as a nasb. It could be used as a jar. You are not giving me context. You are just giving me al-mu'minina. So it is nasb or jar. But if I give you a context, you should be able to decide one of the two based on the logic. In this, it is nasb and not jar. Does that make sense to all of you? Any questions in these three lines?
No, sir.
Okay, good. Now, we learned the Arabic to Arabic. Now I will make you think in Arabic, look in English. Okay? Think in Arabic, but look in English. Okay. You helped his brother. You helped. Now this sentence is in English, so we can understand it completely. So since you understand it, now you should be able to tell me the statuses of it. Tell me what status will be the word you in this sentence.
Rafa.
Yes, it will be Rafa. If this sentence was written in Arabic, it would be Rafa. Why? Because you is the one who is doing the action. You word is doing the action. Because it is English, so I can just understand it and put the Arabic status on it. You is the Rafa. Helped is verb. We are not dealing with the verbs for the first 10 days. Leave it. Helped is ignored. Tell me about the word brother. What status should it have? The word brother. Only brother. Nasb. Nasb. Detail. If I ask the question, if you say, you helped his. You helped his what? You helped his brother. So it is answering the question what, which means it is detail. Any word that answers the question what, where, when, why, how, these are all details. Any word that answers this question, it's a detail. So the word brother is answering the question, you helped whom? You helped his brother. So brother will be nasb, you will be rafa, helped is ignored. Now that leaves the word his. Now my ex-students, And current students, don't answer this. I want this answer from the new students. What should be the status on the word his?
Jar.
Yes. Who's that?
Rais.
Rais. Okay, brother Rais. It is jar. Why? Because you have to think it this way. His brother, if you do an analysis, in reality, it means brother of his. That is the behind meaning of it, actually. Now, why are we tilting this straightforward sentence? Why are you making it complex? Because in Arabic, I want to know, is there a word of? Because if there is a word of hidden in this, then whatever word comes after of, I have to put the status of jar on it. So I'm just checking, his brother can also, is understood actually as brother of his. Okay. So after of, the word his is coming. The meaning of his brother is actually brother of his. So by doing this in this way, sometimes in maths, there is a nice small equation, but to analyze it, we had to make it complex and unravel the behind things. Same thing you are doing. Arabic is a mathematical language. It's a logical language. It's a pattern-based language. You will study. As you go further in your study, you realize that this is a very, very mathematical language. So his brother is brother of his. After half, the word his is coming. That's why brother Rais said, this is jar. Yes, somebody saying something? Okay. So if you are not saying anything, if you are not speaking, please keep your mics muted. Okay. So brother of his, the his word will be jar. So in this sentence, you is rafa, his is jar, brother is nasb. This will help you in understanding the Arabic sentences. Once you look in English and understand in Arabic, it will hone your skills. Okay. Any questions here, anybody? Okay. I'll take that as no. Yes. Now I will just tweak this sentence just little bit. I will make it, his brother helped you. Now tell me, what is the status of the word you?
Zar.
Jar, how will it be jar? Is you coming after of? Can you some way relate it? It is nasb. Because if I ask the question, if you say his brother helped you, if I ask the question, his brother helped, it's an incomplete sentence. Who did his brother help? You. So you is giving me details here. So it should be nasb. Anything that gives detail is nasb. So if this sentence was written in Arabic, you would be written in the nasb state. Whatever it is, it will be written in the nasb state. Again, helped we will ignore. That's a verb. Now tell me the status of the word brother. What's the status? Rafa. Because he is the one who is doing the action. He is the one who is doing the action. Brother is helping. So is Rafa. What about the word his?
Jar.
Again jar. Because his brother means brother of his. So every time you have his, her, they, please keep your mics muted. I am hearing some sound. Okay. So his, her, their, your. Every time you have these pronouns, okay, mostly it is jar. When you reinterpret it, it's jar. So his is jar, brother is rafa, helped is ignore, you is nasb. Okay. Last sentence. Tell me the status of the word hajj.
Nasb.
Nasb. The teacher of Abdullah performed what? Hajj. So nasb. What about the teacher? Rafa. He is the one who is doing the action. He or she is the one who is doing the action. Teacher is Rafa. What about the word Abdullah?
Jar.
Why?
Jar.
After off.
Here we don't need to do the reinterpretation. It's very obvious. It is coming after off. Anything that comes after off is jar, kasra. So this would be written as Abdullahi or Abdillahi. Right? So this is how we decide the statuses of the word. You understood in English. And if this was written in Arabic, that's how the word's ending will be changed. Either un or an or in or ani or una or ina or aini, based on that. That's very, very powerful. Once you understand the endings of the word, when you read Qur'an, you will be guessing most of the stuff. At least you may understand or not, that's a different story. That's a long story still. But at least you will not make the mistake of pointing a word as doer when it is detail, or other way around, vice versa. Because now you know that there are reasons for the word having different ending. A word Muslim can be written as un and on in. Why? Because it depends what the role it is playing. Is it Rafa? Is it doing the action? Write it as Muslimun. Or is it giving detail? The Muslim helped the stranger. Okay, Rafa. He helped the Muslim. Same word Muslim. Now it is detail. So nasb. House of Muslim. Oh, it is jar. Same word Muslim changing different statuses based on what role it is performing in the sentence. Okay, I hope that is clear. Any questions?
Sir,
Okay.
that's clear.
Okay, mashallah. Okay, alhamdulillah. Now, here is the first time you are going to study the female gender. Now, just like we had the Muslimun table, that was a masculine table, we have an exactly counterpart, Muslimatun table, which means the female Muslimun table. So, the last thing that we are going to study today is the female version of all the Muslim words that you had. Muslimun, Musliman, Muslimin, Muslimani, Muslimaini, Muslimaini, Muslimuna, Muslimina, Muslimina. All these words are masculine. How can I turn all these words into feminine? In Arabic, it is very easy to turn a masculine word into feminine most of the time. If not always, most of the time. They have a very easy concept there that you can turn any word, any ism from masculine to feminine. All you have to do is, there is a letter called as Tamarbuta. Tamarbuta. Actually, it is Tau Marbuta. The actual word is Tau Marbuta. When you speak it, it has become Tamarbuta. Tamarbuta is the closed ta. Tamarbuta, you have alif ba ta. The ta is open. When you close it, it looks like a rabbit when you write it at the end. So that word is called as Tamarbuta. When you attach that Tamarbuta to the end of the word, any word, or most of the word, if I want to be precise, the word becomes feminine. Which means the word tells us, hey, don't mistake me for masculine, I'm feminine. How? I'm having Tamarbuta at the end. So if I have a Tamarbuta at the end, the word becomes feminine. So what was the first word in the Muslimun table? Muslimun. If I want to make it feminine, all I have to do is, at the end of the word, add the Tamarbuta and take the ending and put on the Tamarbuta. Whatever ending the word is having, put it on Tamarbuta. So what do you get? Muslimun becomes Muslimatun. See, this is how it looks like. You see on the screen? Muslimatun. Now, good thing is, all those students who have put their effort in understanding the Muslimun table, now you don't need to double your effort. All it is needed is 10% of your effort, and you will understand this table also. Why? It matches exactly with the previous table. The only difference is, this is feminine. That's it. No other difference. So if you have memorized that table, you have also memorized this. Just change Muslimun to Muslimatun. So if Muslimun becomes Muslimatun, what will Musliman become?
Muslimatan.
Muslimatan. Okay. It is Muslimatan, not Muslimatan. This is Ramzan, I know that. But this is Muslimatan. Okay. Muslimatun, Muslimatan. So obviously the third will be Muslimatin.
Muslimatin.
Yeah. So Muslimatun is Rafa, singular, female. Muslimatan is Nasb, singular, female. Muslimatin is Jar, singular, female. As I told you, the word tells you the gender. So this word is telling me the gender is feminine, Muslimatun. So that the next word in the table was Muslimani. Muslimani. Now you have to keep the ani at the end, and after the word meme, letter meme, you have to add a ta. So it becomes what?
Muslimatani.
Muslibatani. Muslimatani. Muslimani becomes Muslimatani. So you have to be very careful when you look at this word. Is it Muslimani or Muslimatani? Because both of them end in ani. Only in the singular it is very clear. The Tamarbuta is literally at the end. But here the ani has to be kept. Because the an, in should come at the end. And those is possible in singular. But in dual, the ani should be the last one. So the Tamarbuta is accommodated in the middle. So it becomes Muslimatani. Similarly, the next two words will be and Muslimatain. That's how. You are taking the Muslimun table and converting it into the feminine table. So the new table is Muslimatun, Muslimatan, Muslimatin, Muslimatani, Muslimataini, Muslimataini. Again, I don't need to tell you. Before the next session, you are supposed to memorize this. You're supposed to memorize this, okay? Muslimatani, Muslimataini, Muslimataini. Now, don't try the last column, okay? I know that some student will be say, okay, it was Muslimuna, so it will be Muslimatuna, Muslimatina. No, it doesn't work like that. Why? Because in Arabic, the una ina ending, the Muslimuna, Muslimina, una ina ending is exclusively used for masculine. They have a patent on it. You can understand it like a patent.
So it should be same.
What's that?
So it should be same for the masculine. Muslimun, Muslimin, Muslim.
No, that's what I'm explaining. It's not that you just add a tamarbuta. The ending is different because una ina is reserved exclusively for masculine. So you cannot even add a tamarbuta or anything and use una ina. No, una ina is exclusively. So what they said, hey, female, for the plural, you come up with your own word, own ending. We will not give you our ending and add a tamarbuta. You can't do that. You did for singular dual, that's okay. But for plural, don't use our una ina. It is exclusive for us. We have patented it. Okay, so the female said, we will come up with our own ending. You know, in Urdu, what is the Urdu word for a woman? What do you say? Urdu word for a woman?
Khatun.
Yes, Khatun. Even there is one student, I think, I don't know whether she is there or not. She had registered. Khatun. Khatun in Urdu means woman. So they took that Atun from Khatun. No, I'm making up this story. Don't tell outside. The sir told the Khatun has come from Atun. No, I'm just making up just for you to remember. So take the Atun and add to Muslim. What do you get?
Muslimatun.
That's what you get. That's how you remember this. So there is no una ina here in the plural. It is Muslimatun. Now remember, there is a difference between Muslimatun and Muslimatun. So you have to be a little bit better here in tajweed. If not very good, at least better. So that you understand the difference between singular and plural. Otherwise the word will change from singular to plural or plural to singular. If you say Muslimatun, Muslimatun is singular. Just add a alif, it becomes plural. Muslimatun, plural word. Muslimatun, plural word. And the next two words are Muslimatin and Muslimatin. Those two words. Those are the nasb and jar versions of the female table. Okay? Muslimatun, Muslimatin and Muslimatin. Those are the endings for the plural female word. Not una, ina or tuna, tina. No una, tina. That's exclusive for male. Okay? So the new table is Muslimatun, Muslimatan, Muslimatin, Muslimatani, Muslimataini, Muslimataini, Muslibatun, Muslimatin, Muslimatin. So next session you come, please make sure that you have memorized this table. The other things remain same. First column, singular. Middle column, dual. Last column, plural. First row, rafa. Second row, nasb. Third row, jar. First row, doer. Second row, details. Third row, after of. Possessor. Possessive case. Jar. Okay. Any questions? Okay. No questions? Fine. I think we should end there. Yes.
Sir, I have a question.
Please, shoot.
Sir, the tamarbuta is a closed star, but after in dual and this it becomes open.
Okay, good question. I thought that somebody will ask it. I myself wanted to explain it. Anyway, so here is the thing. The Arabic letter system has words, multiple types of words, letters, I mean. Some letters allow connecting in the right side of that letter. They allow you to connect the previous word. Some letters allow you to the left side of that letter. They allow you to connect. Some of them allow you to connect on both sides. Sometimes some of them allow only on the right side. Some of them allow only on the left side. So you depend upon what letter is coming, you will see that it might be connected to the previous one or the next one. So in Muslimatani, if you see there, you see that tamarbuta will not allow you to connect that alif there, that after adding tamarbuta. So that is why the ta becomes open so that you can add that alif there. Muslimatani. You can't keep a ta marbuta closed there and add a alif. That's not how it is written. So that's why you see that the ta has opened. The ta has opened. Moreover, the female signs in singular are the ta marbuta. In the dual and the plural, in the plural the sign is atun. The atun is a complete entity. So in plural it is not ta marbuta, it is atun and atin. And in the dual, the female sign is tani and taini and not ta marbuta there. So it depends how you look at it. Ta marbuta will appear the closed only when it is the last letter and nothing comes after it. So you will see the pure ta marbuta. But anything that comes after that, or if there is a alif before it like atun, atin, then the ta will be opened for that. So the way you can understand this is the female signs are ta marbuta or atun. Atun is one entity, not two letters, alif and ta. No, consider it as one entity. Atun is one letter. Atin is one letter. Consider it like this. Those are the signs of female in plural. And tani, taini, these are the signs of female in dual. That's how you can look at it. Okay? But only when it is singular, you can see the clear ta marbuta because nothing follows it. If anything comes after that ta marbuta, it will also open up. So that's the reason you don't see it. Okay? Fine. Any other questions?
Can you please explain the combination signs which you had told, no? Combination words?
Okay.
So, can you give?
So the combination is basically whichever word is not having an in, all those are combination. So ani would be combination, aini would be combination, una would be combination, ina would be combination, atun would be combination, atin would be combination, tani would be combination, taini would be combination. So all these are combination. The only word which are not combination but sound are an, in, which means muslimun, musliman, muslimin or muslimatun, muslimatan, muslimatin. So the best way to remember this is just remember what is sound. The remaining everything is combination. What is sound? An, in. That's it. That is ending sound. Remaining everything is ending combination. So that will make your job easier. So it's always better when you are studying, study only one part, the remaining is all that, whatever is remained is this. So you don't have to juggle between what is this and that. Just remember ending sound. Ending sound is an, in. That's it. Remaining everything is ending combination. Yes. Anything else?
So when we see yes, sir. So when we see tamarbuta, it means that it is singular. We can safely assume it is singular female.
Yes, if you say tamarbuta, purely tamarbuta is visible and used in singular words only. In the dual and plural, it is the ending combination. But again, these terms are Bayyina specific, used by Bayyina organization, from where I have prepared the notes and myself studied it. So if you try to search some of the terms that we are using in the class, in the outside world, on the Google, Sheikh Google or whatever it is, you won't find it. Well, I studied there, nobody used ending combination. Where did you get this from? Well, as I told you, we are trying to make the life of the students easy, especially the non-Arab students like you and me, not get caught up in the grammar terms. So these ending combination and some of the more terms that you will see, they are very specific to this syllabus. They might be called something else in outside, which we will use later. But again, some terms are specific to this syllabus. So when we say ending combination, this is what we mean. Okay? Yes. I think that's all I had. I think we have already 7 o'clock, so I think we'll stop here. If you don't have any question, nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum.